Good morning, T-Birds. It is Friday, November 2nd. I'm Jalen Guardado.
And I'm Sophia Pilot.
And you're watching CTV.
Theater is always looking for more interesting ways to get in the spirit for the holidays. Here's Antonio Lane with more on the story.
The theater department is holding a 3-day Halloween experience based on Greek mythology. Here's more on the story.
Well, we were looking to try to do a fundraiser of some sort, and we were like, let's do a haunted house. And then I thought, well, we need to do something a little bit more interesting.
It was actually a slow progress. We started talking to Mr. Stokes about it. So the theater department decided that it would be a really good idea if we put together a Greek tragedy-inspired haunted experience.
Yeah, it's about Greek tragedy, so we take some of the most famous Greek stories that are about tragedy, and we place the audience right in the middle of them, and they get to kind of experience what it felt like to be back in those times.
So what it is it's kind of like a haunted house where we take students through a labyrinth of different scenes. As each horror scene progresses, so does the story, and the visitors move along with the scene too. So it's a little interactive, but they also get to have a one-on-one, well, not one-on-one, but like a group-on-one experience with the theater department, and they get to see a lot of really dramatic scenes inspired by Greek tragedies, including Pandora's box, and we have a lot of Greek gods, and so I really think it's going to be very dramatic. There'll be a lot of fog and a lot of blood.
The theater department is doing this so they can earn money for bigger performances.
We have a big season. We have like 6 productions going up. Of course, these first 2, they're the advanced kids, but then we're opening it up to the whole school when we do the next one, which is A Christmas Carol. It's going to be a big kind of extravaganza.
Basically, the theater department needed money to pay for things like royalties, to put on bigger and better shows later in the year, and we thought that what better way to draw in that revenue than from the students themselves going through a really fun haunted experience.
This event is taking place from the 28th to the 30th. This has been Antonio Lane reporting for CTV. Back to you.
Here at Coronado, students take part in a child development program. Here's Valentina Gonzalez with more on the story.
In the hallway, you may have seen little kids and wondered what they're doing here. This is because of child development learning, also called CDL.
Geared towards the high school students to learn how to take care of the kids, interact with the kids, make lessons for the kids, activities. They do the meal planning, all the snacks. It's also mostly geared towards students who want to become teachers because they learn a lot about lesson planning and centers.
What we do is do morning circle with the children and sing and dance with them. Then we just help them do their work.
Is it because I want to be a good mom and be good with children, learn how to treat them and how to teach them the right way.
America! It is Texas! It's El Paso, Texas. So right hand again on your heart.
If you're interested in joining CDL, come and reach out to Miss Bettis in Portable 1. This has been Valentina Gonzalez from CTV. Back to you!
Sometimes injuries can be unavoidable when you play a sport. Here's Marissa Englesby on injury rehabilitation.
Recovery is one of the most important things here at Coronado. We take rehab seriously and want our athletes to get better and be ready to play on the field.
We help increase the likelihood of recovery by massage or therapeutic modalities. We have a whole bunch of array of different things we can do to help them get better. And rehab, when you injure yourself, you lose a lot of muscle mass quite fast. And so our job is to help reduce that amount. And if you do rehab, you can come back stronger. Without rehab, you lose range of motion, you lose strength, and you're more likely to get injured again after previously being injured.
So the best way to come back better or stronger than before is just rehab right, do everything that you're supposed to do, and listen to the trainers, and just make sure that you're rehabbing the best way you possibly can.
My job now is to support our team. Even though I'm not going to be there, I want to make sure our team's doing good and support them through it all.
It's actually been shown that like an athlete that's in a goes through different stages after being injured, so kind of like depression or anger, and when you get athletes that are in those stages, it's actually harder to work with them because they feel like they're never going to get better, they're never going to come back, so then that inhibits their rehab process. So an athlete that has a good attitude, that wants to be back part of their team, is going to come and do what you want them to do and is going to get back faster.
Well, it's really important to keep a good attitude. That way you come back better, and that way, like, I'm still on the team, so I got to keep my teammates' hopes up and keep my hopes up. So,
well, I'm hoping to come back better, and if I recover well, and I just go through rehab, and then that'll depend if I come back good or better.
Working on a speedy recovery and coming back from injuries has always been one of Coronado's main targets. This has been Marissa Inglesby from CTV. Now back to you.
The football team has their last home game tonight at 7. Make sure to go support your T-Birds.
From all of us here at CTV, have a great weekend.